things people learn, probably there's no point in learning them. Because they never use them in the future. Because a lot of kids just in school kind of puzzled as to why they're there. Like,
well, oftentimes business education today, and I see it all the time, kids come out of college, the best colleges, Wharton and Harvard and Stanford and some of the great business schools, and they'll come out and they won't have practical experience. There's too many case studies that aren't practical.
The people who are doing the work that we care about are figuring out what to do next, not following the person who told them what to do next. And the problem with most colleges is they are high school, but with more binge drinking.
The A students work for the B students, the C students run the businesses, and the D students dedicate the buildings.
The entire purpose of a good university is to give you a foundation to fail, not a foundation to get an A. And if you graduate from college with straight A's, you have to do some serious soul searching as to why you chose to spend your time doing that.
You know, we ask kids that are 16 to 18 years old to make $100,000 debt decisions when they go off to university. And they're not prepared for that. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. They just assume, okay, I'm going to pay 4 years of education at $25,000 a pop, and when I come out the other side, somehow I'll be able to pay it back.
Right.
That's not how life works anymore.
It's like the newspaper industry, right? More printing presses, more big buildings, right? Makes us look grander. We have brains that we're putting them out there. There's a point of diminishing returns in terms of what it's worth for a college education and how much debt you're willing to saddle yourself with.
I mean, it's actually kind of funny. You know, if you think of like what is education, like you're basically downloading data and algorithms into your brain, and it's actually amazingly bad in conventional education because like it shouldn't be like this huge chore. You've got you know, someone standing up there kind of lecturing at people. And they've done the same lecture 20 years in a row, and they're not very excited about it. And I mean, I hated going to school when I was a kid. It was torture.
Explain your experience with stress at school and how serious has it gotten?
The stress has definitely gotten worse throughout the years with the workloads increasing, and then I'm also getting a job, just managing more things as an adult, and then schoolwork. Most of it is just like really unimportant and really doesn't help me with my daily life, so it's just a useless workload.
Just throughout the school years, it's gotten worse and worse. With the ACT, we have to take that in junior year, so we got to do ACT tutoring, and then I have a job on top of that, and then I have social life, family matters, and then school just makes it so much worse.
When I'm stressed at school, it really makes it harder to like focus and get work done, because I'm so stressed that like I'm focused on like 10 different other things, so I can't focus on the one thing that I'm supposed to be doing.
Most of my stress comes from how much schoolwork I have, because I don't really get it done on my off days. So that's where most of my stress comes from, and it really affects my schoolwork because it just makes me want to put it off more.
Well, the past few weeks, you know, it's been right before spring break, all these tests rolling in, just one after another. I've been so stressed out. I mean, it's been hard to get the work done. You know, my mental state's just not there.
Over the past few years in high school, I felt like stress has gotten a lot worse for me and others of my classmates.
It's the worst ever. I hate it.
So I think one way that the district has been trying to improve some mental health capacities is by getting a mental health counselor in all the high schools, so that the counseling team also has that resource available to students.